to Underground Radio D, Mike Mountain is with us. So for those of you out there who have never heard of Mike Mountain, please formally introduce yourself, who you are, and of course, some of them may have seen the promo poster that you do music, but go into a little bit of more details on that.
My name is Mike Mountain, MIC Mountain. That's short for Michael Mountain, which is my real name. I'm a professional recording artist. I do hip hop, boom bap, East Coast 90s type of hip hop, and I also do Latin hip hop. I do reggaeton a little bit. I do a little bit of everything, you know. I stay in my lane, but I'm a very versatile artist, and my audience is the type that likes versatile music. I found. I'm from the DMV area, which is from the Washington D.C. area, which DMV stands for D.C., Maryland, and Virginia.
Okay.
I was born in New Jersey, in Mount Holly, New Jersey. And I moved to the DMV when I was about 4 years old. I've been living there ever since. I'm about 46 years old. I've been doing this hip hop since I was 15, and yeah, I've been actually literally recording. I've been a professional recording artist since I was 15.
Wow.
And yeah, recording in studios, and this is what I do. This is one of my fortune wheels. I actually make money off of streaming, and apparently they like me internationally. I have a big international audience.
Oh, good. That's awesome. Okay, so let's go back a little bit. Just rewind. So you were 15 years old when you discovered. Did you discover producing first, or did you discover rapping first?
I discovered rapping first. I mimicked what I saw on the box and MTV. They, you know, coming up, you know, being growing up in the late 80s and early 90s. You know, I was like about 11 in 1990. You know, that's when I wrote my first rap. It was like about 4 bars. And I always kept it to myself. And then when I was 14, I started actually, you know, writing raps, you know, verses, because I would watch a lot of stuff on the box. Then I learned how to write bars when I was in my teens. You know what I'm saying? And when I met friends in high school, they actually were going to home studios and recording. They had 4-track studios and 8-track studios. Was basically 4 tracks and 8 tracks were like these little machines that took cassettes, and it would split the cassette tape. Instead of a A side and the B side, it would put everything on one side, and it would split it into 4 different or 8 different tracks, so that you could lace down the drums, you could lace down the bass, you could lace down the lyrics, you could, you know, put your ad libs on, you know, just like how we have now with the programs, but with a lot less capacity. And it was actually analog equipment, what we called analog equipment. It had a lot warmer sound, but it was a lot harder because, you know, you had to keep recording over and over. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't just copy and paste, you know.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, we did that, and we also produced. We had keyboards and workstations, and you know, a lot of analog equipment. I remember when I was 16, I first got a Yamaha PSR 400.
Wow.
Yeah. And you could actually, it would loop you could actually create rhythms, and it would loop it, you know, whether it was drums or, you know, you could add different tracks on there. It was beautiful, man. It was creative. It was good starting, you know, training wheels for when I started doing things later, you know. When I in 2008, I know I'm talking, but I got so much to say.
No, please do. Carry on. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to throw you onto a solo screen, because we're also streaming through Instagram, and then that way we're not so wide apart. So I'm going to let you carry on. I'm going to put you on a solo screen I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm just going to be in the background, but I still want you to continue going because this is good. So keep going.
Great. All right. Well, in 2008, I had learned how to do Fruity Loops. So I got nice with the slices. I got really good with looping and sampling and adding break beats or my own handmade, hand done manual beats. And I started making my own music, and I would sample all different types of music. So now I can make beats out of Chinese music, classical Chinese music, and make hip hop beats out of that. I can take salsa and merengue or whatever and make Spanish beats, Latin beats out of that. I can do all types of stuff. Classical music, what have you. I just love creating. If I feel like I'm not creating, then I'm not fulfilling my purpose. I want to leave things here for after I die, kind of like pyramids, how the ancestors left pyramids, and I want to be remembered forever. You know what I'm saying? Or at least after I die. You know what I'm saying? Van Gogh, he did so much stuff. He had, he actually had a bad life, and he didn't even know that his work was going to be known after he died, but he still kept doing it regardless. He was fulfilling his purpose. And what do you know? Like, I think it was like 50 years or 20 years after he died, it was like the young people started picking up his artwork and was like, this is the greatest artist in the world. So, I want to be like Van Gogh almost. Well, I don't want to live like Van Gogh, but I definitely want to, you know what I mean? I want to have that legacy.
What part do you want to be remembered like Van Gogh?
my artwork, my art, my music,
There you go.
My expressions.
Right. We never know. If you want to have other memories, then that's fine too. That's cool. That's
that
good.
Man cut off his ear. He was hearing voices telling him like, "Don't make art anymore," or something like that, or whatever, and he cut off his ear because in the medieval days they thought if something was ill and you cut it off.
Cut it off. Yeah, exactly. So yeah. Well, and that's just they didn't know. When someone goes crazy, like they don't know, right? Exactly. You're just like, okay, well, this is it. I got to take it off, and something's wrong. Don't know what to do. Just take it off. But thank goodness for modern medicine and.
we got therapy now.
Right. I'm hearing voices. You can tell your friends you're hearing voices, and they'll be like, okay, we know.
Yeah, he didn't have no friends. He didn't have no friends. Luckily, I got my friends. You know what I'm saying? They keep me from getting discouraged, and I keep going. So
right.
Thank God.
I think it's so kind of fascinating in a way how we had this whole era of just amazing artists and musicians, but yet they, like a lot of them, like Mozart, and there were times like they did go crazy. A lot of them. And it's like, I kind of wonder like why that
Beethoven.
was, was it the water? Was it?
I don't know, man. I think it was just life and people.
Just life, the hectic. Oh, we're gonna have war now.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. People just ain't ish, man, and it will drive you crazy.
Yeah.
I think that if you're a good person, that's what really happens.
Yeah.
People let you down. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe. I mean, because if you're so because I would spend a lot of time in solitude, obviously creating their paintings or their masterpieces or whatever. Yeah. I wonder if it was just a lack of social circle, or if it was just that they were so talented, like they were just.
And Van Gogh's I think in Van Gogh and Picasso, I'm not too sure about Picasso if he had a social circle, but I know in Van Gogh and Frida Kahlo and stuff like that was the case. Yeah, they were pretty much secluded. But I know that like Beethoven, he was like a superstar.
Yeah, so, they're like genius. Yeah,
but he went crazy too. He was halfway crazy too. But that just comes with genius. I think the smarter you are, the sadder you are. I think
because you think too much.
Yeah, you really overthink. I'm an overthinker. Definitely.
Okay, don't overthink it.
I try not to.
Don't cut off your ear. Don't cut off.
Don't cut off nothing.
Don't cut off your fingers. You need those for production.
You know, and I try to tell people that I know, we're doing big things. Do not cut off your nose to spite your face, guys.
Right.
We're doing big
Okay.
things.
Now, I mean, and that's it too. You know, people go into plastic surgery and they do all these crazy things to change. And I think like just accept who you are, because
Right.
that's what makes us all different and unique and very beautiful in ourselves, is like those different things. I can understand if there's some surgeries like a cleft palate or something that they need surgery done to do something, fine, but you know, let's keep parts, everyone.
Well, I have my thoughts on that. You know, the thing is that as primal creatures, we
Yeah.
look for symmetry. We look for perfect symmetry.
Yes.
Because that's what creates us evolution, to have better. You know, women want, you know, the best looking men, and men want the best looking women. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we have the, you know, the you know, the best genes or whatever, and we have, it survives, and we have a better human
Right.
whatever race. But my whole thing is this: when you try to do perfection yourself, when man tries to do what God does, it kind of it get
Backfires.
messed. Yeah, you know, and
God's
people
like,
are
go
like,
ahead and try, but
you know, and people's noses are falling off and melting, and you
right.
know,
Oh my goodness. What a conversation. This is not even
right.
music. Well, however, music does have something to do with symmetry, because when you make beats, it
Mm,
does have to line up and it's got
that's right.
symmetry and it's
Every four
gonna
beats.
flow and it's gotta
That's right.
exactly. So, you know, we're not totally off topic.
That's right.
You never know.
That's right.
This is like that's the creative and the imagination side, and then what we have to bring to the table is bringing that music to the table and bringing just like, you know, we're here for people. We're here to get them being creative and get them to have that flow in life and just enjoy what God gave you, because He does. He gives us all these incredible talents to use, whether it's, you know, making beats or whatever it is, just be thankful and use them for the greater good, I think. So,
Hey, even if you just plant flowers, you know what I'm saying? Like, he gave you a
yeah.
purpose, and he's gonna ask you, what did you do with your life after
Yeah.
after you, when you go back, he's gonna ask you, what did you do? What did you promise me before I put you down here? Did you do it?
Yeah.
You know?
Right? Exactly. So you're doing that. You're doing that with your music. You're blessing us all with
I'm
your
trying my hardest. There's obstacles, but I thank God for the obstacles, because even God made the devil. You
mm,
know?
right.
So I thank obstacle for the obstacles. So even the bad things that happen, and the forces that fill people with, or the egos with, like, oh no, I don't want him to shine, or oh no, I feel like he's gonna succeed more than me, or I'm afraid of success and I don't want us to succeed. I'm gonna sabotage this project. You know, it's like, we're gonna get through that anyway, because it's gonna make the victory even more sweeter.
Yeah. Take us
You
through
know what I
some of your
mean?
struggles. What struggles have you had since the very beginning of being 15 and going into this whole industry?
Oh man, I'll tell you what.
You
Being
don't have to share them
15,
all, but you know, maybe a few that you do remember that can be of help to
yeah,
others to overcome.
because I can't go on. But
We got some time. We're good.
well, the thing is that, you know, my music is a is an expression. You know, some people, they're more stoic, and they don't know how to express themselves, and they kind of don't. You know, when you don't understand people, is because it's not your personal experience. So if you don't experience the other people's experience, you don't understand them. And a lot of times, if you don't understand them, you don't like them, and you don't like what they're going through. And a lot of people don't understand that I express myself, and people need me, because I have to express myself in order for other people to resonate with those emotions that I initiate. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that they can understand and relate to what I'm saying, and they can learn a lesson. If I talk about the hard times that I've been through, and you know, the depression, and the hospitalization, and the short stints in jail, the problems with the law, the problems with being accepted, the problems with racism, the problems with just growing and just learning and just being a person in this world that we grow up in, or in America. You know what I mean? Just everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That in itself is something that people can relate to, and some people are better at expressing that so that other people can relate and heal from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
You're good.
are we here?
We're still here. You're good. We're
Trying to
getting.
get this thing right. I got a free. Okay, there we go. There we go.
It was the passion that came
Okay.
out.
Yeah. My hands started reaching. I started reaching into the screen, and
You
you know
started
what I
becoming
mean.
Italian, eh?
I started. You know, it's the Latin in me. It's the Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying. I started. You know, moving with my hands. You know what I'm saying. And we're
There's the
allowed
passion,
people.
the fire.
El pasión. You know what I'm saying.
Exactly.
We're very loud too. So get used to
All
that,
good.
y'all.
Well, this passion comes out in your music. Absolutely. Let's go through, because I do want to, get a few things on air here and play for you. What was one of the very first singles that you put out?
Mountain High.
And how old
Well,
were you?
actually, it wasn't a single. I was 27 when I first
Okay.
started putting out my music. It was
Yeah.
2007, 2008, and I
Yeah.
put my music out on CD Baby to all distributors, and it was the Warpath album, and I didn't actually put out singles. I just put out the album, but the song that was supposed to be the highlighted single that everybody knew and everybody loved was Mountain High. And it was about smoking marijuana, and it was a lyrical song, and it had a lot of wordplay in it, but it had a down south type of bounce to it, with the 808s, and you know what I'm saying. It was very fast and up tempo, and it was a really good song. It's called Mountain High. And then I made a Mountain High part 2 on the Warpath part 2, and then I did a Mountain High part 3, but it wasn't mixed down that well.
No.
Yeah,
That's
but
all right.
this was like later over the years. By that time it was like about 2015 when I did the Mountain High part 3. That was on Warpath part 3, because every Warpath album there was a Mountain High version on there.
Okay.
So
Nice. Yeah. Wow. A lot of work. So when did that come out?
That came out in the Warpath came out in 2007. The Warpath 2, when I started making money off my albums, that started coming out in 2014. So in 2014 is when I first got my big royalty check. And 2016, was when the Warpath 3 came out.
Okay. So take
That
some
was
time. Took some time to get there.
Yeah, and then after that I dropped the Avalanche in 2018. And then after that, I dropped Piragua 2020. 2021, I dropped Mas Piragua. And then Triple Piragua came out in 2024. This last August.
Wow. See,
So
you've been busy. Yeah.
it's about 7 albums so far.
Wow. That's good. And let's play something. Let's go onto YouTube and we'll share something with the audience. Now, you said there were a couple. I don't want to do. Let's go back here. Okay, which one shall we share first?
I guess we don't want to keep them waiting. I guess we'll go ahead and give them the Que Bonita Bandera. We did that at the DC Fiesta DC. It was in Washington D.C. The Latin Festival. Shout out to all my immigrant family members and my I'm actually a 5th generation immigrant. and my you know, my immigrant friends. You know, I'm praying for all of y'all that may be going through these hard times with our new administration.
Right. Yes, we've heard some news up here too in Canada, so
yeah,
it's a difficult situation, right? I mean, that's a whole nother story.
I'm not.
That's a
Excuse me. I'm
whole
not.
other interview.
Excuse me. I'm not fifth generation. I'm fourth generation.
Oh, okay. All right.
Fourth or third. I don't know. Something like that.
Okay. So which one am I looking for again? Sorry.
This one, you got it right here in the bottom right corner.
Okay. So we're gonna play this one for you guys.
That's it.
Take us through a little bit about this video before we play it. Give us a little.
It was done at the Fiesta D.C. It was a Latin festival where all the Latin countries were represented. There were floats for each country. It was in the nation's capital. This was in September of 2023 when we filmed it. This is a single that's off of the Triple Piragua album, and it's featuring Kalishnikov Red and Ab Phantasma. Shout out to La Conecta and Calle Cardena, and you know, my whole Colombia family and everybody in Ecuador that supports this album as well. I get a lot of listens out there for this album. So in Quito and in Colombia and Ecuador and stuff. So yeah, it's for the people.
Nice. Okay, so let's play this one.
Of the Piragua series called
Triple Piragua.
The album by Mike Mountain, out now and available on all streaming platforms. Featuring the hottest Spanish-infused hip-hop, reggaeton, and Latin trap to hit your speakers and headphones. With guest features from Psycho Lesser to Beatnuts, Thirstin Howl III, TMP the Microphone Prince, the New Juricans, Muñeca MC, Shabam Sadiq, and many more. With tracks produced by the legendary Domingo, Hanzo Blades, Joey Dynamite, Mike Mountain, and myself, DJ E-Rex, a.k.a. Mr. Scratch Hook. 18 hot tracks full of sazón and guaranteed to satisfy your hunger. Taste the flavors of
Triple Piragua.
Disfrute los sabores, el sonido de la calle. ¡Vámonos, puñeta!
Okay, so that's the commercial for that.
Commercials.
No, that's good because it kind of gives us some information about, you know, what we're doing. Okay, so this is let me find the full one here.
It should be a little lower. There you go, right there in the blue t-shirt.
There.
That's it.
This one here with the blue in the back. Okay, here we go.
No.
No.
That's not it.
Oh, the one down.
Right. That's it.
Here we go. Now we
You told him, don't
I don't
rub
have
your
YouTube
eye.
Premium.
And you told her, don't touch that. But before you think, there goes my weekend, think pharmacist. Get an assessment and a prescription.
I'll just stop sharing for a second while I wait for my commercials.
Sorry, guys.
Well, you know, I have to spend money where I need to, so. Oh, right.
Y'all with us.
Yeah.
Us. We're doing this on the fly, but we're having fun.
Yeah, you know, this is the thing when you got to pay for streaming and everything. Some people don't understand. Like, I do all my streaming through StreamYard, and it's US, like it's through the US it's a US platform, basically. So it's double for me to pay because I pay Canadian dollars through it. So I'm paying double with it. So I'm like, well, I have to put my money where it's most important, and that is for my shows. So that's how it goes around here. So I'm like, yeah, everyone can see my YouTube ads. My YouTube ads. Here we go. Okay, so we saw the commercial for this one, and now we're going to take away and play the full one. All right. Let's get it into. There we go. I'm like, is there music to the beginning? Here we go.
When I listen to old chinos, I remember cuando niño. A little Indian boy, he called me Miguelito. Even when I was 3 and my heart was Puerto Rico. I'm so proud to this day, yo sigo, now that was perdido. Word to my bohíos, I'm so repping it bold. Cause it's like rock and roll, you can feel it in your soul. Sprinkle a little dobo, recaíto and sazón. We them rich Spanish famous kids that you wanna know. This is for my peoples working to keep a home. Paying bills, gotta keep it real and get up in the morning. At the crack of dawn, every day is a hustle. Eating rice and beans just to build up the muscle. And some say that it's a hustle, but I say that it's a fact. I stay proud of my Latins, I stay proud of my black. Let them go without the other. Where I'm from, we live in stacks. So I'm repping where I'm from, by putting DC on the map. Yo, qué bonita bandera, así todo pa' mi gente se huepa. Estos palos dorados que no se den de la lucha, mueve pa'lante now. Qué bonita bandera, así todo pa' mi gente se huepa. Estos palos dorados que no se den de la lucha, mueve pa'lante now.
Ya le dieron la entrada al caleño. Si no sabes qué es hip hop, ven que yo te enseño. Y sin preguntas, yo no quiero dramas. Tirándote pases como el pide Valderrama. Una combinación de Colombia y Puerto Rico. Vamos a desayunar arepa con perico. Dale un like pa' volverme rico. Cuando se trate de vacilar, yo no escojo a cualquiera. Solo tengo un requisito, tiene que ser salsera. A brinde ven con aguardiente. Pilas con las servientes que no te dan me gusta, pero tus movimientos siempre pendiente. Ey, nunca olvides que es tu vida. Gracias a Dios por lo que antes yo sufría, para que hoy en día mi pasado validaría. Rest in peace, mi madre Albita, mi hermano y mi tía.
Qué bonita bandera, así todo pa' mi gente se huepa. Estos palos dorados que no se den de la lucha, mueve pa'lante now. Qué bonita bandera, así todo pa' mi gente se huepa. Estos palos dorados que no se den de la lucha, mueve pa'lante now.
Desde Puerto Rico, Colombia y Quito, somos de lo mismo mi familia, mi people. Venimos acá para el sueño americano, pero nuestra América se queda ahí lejano. Somos trabajadores, mira nuestras manos. Somos de los brothers, somos bien hermanos. Limpiamos a las casas, cortamos cada árbol, escuchamos a la salsa y los ven nombres malos, pero somos mucho más de lo que piensa ese anglo. Somos indígenas, algunos tenemos afros, raza mestiza, africana y africano. Americanos, and if there is coffee, neck and blanco. Never get it twisted, cause we hip hop and chango. Never stop this love for me, gente y mi barrio. Miss me with this shit, cause we be Americanos. This be what it be, yo, and this be my band, yo.
Qué bonita bandera, así todo pa' mi gente se huepa. Estos palos dorados que no se den de la lucha, mueve pa'lante now. Qué bonita bandera, así todo pa' mi gente se huepa. Estos palos dorados que no se den de la lucha, mueve pa'lante now.
Triple Piragua.
All that culture in one video.
Wepa.
Wepa.
What? You said it.
Okay, so those of us that don't speak Spanish,
You just did.
I know very little. Like, sí, por favor. And that's about it. There we go. Sí.
Sí.
Okay. Go through that song. What was the chorus at least?
Oh, que bonita bandera. What a beautiful flag. This is for go like this. Así todo pa' mi gente se huepa. Oh yeah, this is for my people that say huepa. This is for all my soldiers. Don't give up. In the struggle. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you know,
It's for the country.
What a beautiful flag, you know, whatever flag you have, what it's a patriotic song, what a beautiful flag. This is for my people that say wepa, and which is a Puerto Rican saying wepa, and you know, in the struggle, never give up. You know what I'm saying? No se rinde now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Out
Put a
stronger.
little English at the end and say now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 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 Just like you're saying before, you know, our generations that are going through things, and keep them strong, keep their heads up, and give them some hope for the future, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the thing is that I have cousins that I have Guatemalan, and the kids, you know what I mean? They're like, they should be like adolescents now or almost teens now. And you know, I'm a little concerned, you know what I mean? Like they're talking about birthrights and this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying? And it's just kind of crazy, you know what I mean? And I can kind of relate because my great grandfather, you know what I'm saying, he was an immigrant from France. And I also have family from Puerto Rico, and we're not really immigrants because we were U.S. citizens when we were taken over by the U.S. But you know, we still were immigrants. You know what I'm saying? As far as coming to this country from another place, and knowing another language. So it's just like I just feel I cross identify, and I feel bad for my family as well. So I don't know what's going to happen. I'm sure that they'll be fine, but at the same time, I'm not sure what's going to happen. Everything is so uncertain right now. You know, there's executive orders being thrown everywhere, and everything is getting signed by the Senate, and I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't know what's going to happen these next 4 years. I'm a little nervous, and I'm voicing my opinion, and that's about the only thing that I can do is be, you know, protesting on Facebook, which really is not productive, but at least I'm weeding out and seeing who in my network agrees and who doesn't agree, or where their stance is. So I you know, I'm very intuitive, and I can usually trust my first instincts and see who feels about what, and I can actually see, you know, if we can connect on certain things, because I try to keep my circle small. You know, I don't have that many friends on Facebook. Some people have like 5,000. I'm not there.
No, I'm also kind of choosy on Facebook too. You know, especially with having a huge audience for my shows, I get a lot of friend requests, and then it's like just people I don't even know. And I'm like, I'm glad they're supportive of my show and they're supportive of me, which is great. But, you know, maybe Instagram, I'd follow them or something. Like it's more or less, you know, my closer connections on Facebook, and those that I do want to work with, and those that, you know, I've known for a long time, like, you know, family, closer friends, whatever, and some networking that's on there.
Right, because my family's on there, and you don't want to have them messing with your family. And you know, there was a weirdo that was really passive aggressive. This guy named Joe, he was really passive aggressive, and he said some things about, you know, about women that was a little off, and he was on speakerphone, and you know, my mother was in the room and she heard that, and I told him that he should apologize, and he said something a little disrespectful, and I kind of, you know, I kind of gave him a little pass, because I was like, you know, there's a little cultural boundary that he, you know, cultural differences that he doesn't know about, but then he tried to add her on Facebook. And I was like, oh, he's a weirdo. It's like, he's a weirdo, man. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, you get to know people, and you're like, man.
And now, less like, I've been purging my Facebook a little bit off and on the past maybe year or so. Just sort of, you know, some people will post very negative things, and that's okay. You're allowed to vent, you're allowed to do whatever you want to do, that's fine. But when it comes to like it's every single day, you know, and it just kind of varies. Like I understand, like, yeah, maybe someone's got a mental illness or they're going through a really rough time or a divorce or something, whatever. But there's just some people that are just super negative all the time. I just can't feed that to myself, even though like I'll let it go a little bit. And then I'll be like, okay, if it's past a month or something and it's all I see, and I'm just like, okay, thinking to myself, like, I wish them very well. And I wish them that they heal from whatever they're going through, whatever. And I wish
But
them
right now,
whatever.
it's not. Yeah.
But when it's consistent and it's over and over again, or it's a little bit almost bipolar, I'm just like, what the heck's going on? Like, is this the real person, or is this, that's kind of, weird too.
Let me tell you, I've definitely been that person. I am bipolar. And I've definitely been that person at a time where I've been in a very low and low bad place mentally. And I have driven people away from being friends with me on Facebook. But at the same time, I say things now that a lot of people resonate with. And those are the people that rock with me.
I won't totally dismiss it. You know what I mean? I'm not like, oh, well, they're on for 2 days and they're up, down, up. No, like I said, I give people grace time and kind of see what's going on. But if it's something that, like, if I can notice that they're going through something and, whatever, or if they're like totally mad at Trump or whatever, like, that's okay. Like, I totally get it. Like, I get mad at Trudeau, like, it's going to happen. Like, it is what it is. But I just like, I'm cautious because I don't want it to infiltrate my circle.
Affects your mind. It affects your mind as well. And the thing is I know what that's like, because there was this one guy, but I added him back as a friend because I added him back as a friend. He kind of like complained a lot. He kind of complained about his life, and I tried to like give him help and advice, and I would try to like help him, but it's like he just would keep going and going. So I told him, look, I gotta unfriend you, man. And because it was bringing my spirit down, and I was on like one of those things where I'm trying to bring myself up. And then I added him later because I always had him on other social media and he was in my phone book. So I added him later because I was like, look, I know that he's going through something. So let me talk to him. And I don't see him like that anymore. But I had to let him know. I was like, look, we're kind of like, we're grown men. And we can't, we people don't want to see us complaining. Like, they want to see us having solutions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, yes and no. Like, I understand it. There are people that are going to go through things and it's okay to vent. Like I said, a lot, especially men, because there's a lot on your shoulders.
We don't have
when it comes to
therapists.
family and whatever, but like sometimes it is a good thing to vent it out and whatever. That's totally understandable. They have to go through a healing process too, so it's kind of like, okay, but I'm just saying, like, there are some people that just like, it's over and over again, and it's like they don't get the picture. But then, like, because people will comment and go, hey, I'm here for you. If you want to talk, let's talk, or whatever. And then sometimes they pick up and they're like, oh yeah, okay, thank you, so much for helping. And you kind of see a turning point, right?
Everybody responds in their own way.
Yeah.
Everybody responds in their own way, whether it be negative or positive.
Yeah.
Everybody responds in their own way.
Yeah.
Everybody
It's
has
nice
their
that
own...
you added him back on, because I think you were at a healing point where it's like, okay, you can take it and go, okay, he's going through something and I can be there for him.
It was I had to grow a little bit on my own before I could circle back and
that's not to say I might circle back to at some point, but I'm trying to keep
I feel you,
because I've got an audience, right? Trying to keep them upbeat, and this is what I'm portraying to my audience and my brand and things like that. And I want to be able to be there for people too that I know more personally. I go, yeah, I understand they're going through a hard time, because sometimes it's people I just don't really know very well. So, and then I might just add them because they're like a friend of a friend, like an acquaintance, more than somebody that's more closer. So that's why I'm a little bit more choosier who I have. And then it's like, because if people do go on a tangent or they just go off somewhere, I can message their friend and go, hey, are they okay? Like, do they need
what's going on with them?
Something, because it's just like, I feel like they're spiraling, like something not right here. So that's why I like to bring music to my friends and bring these fun interviews to my friends and my audience and go, okay, people go through things. That is life. That's what we do. Then, just like we were talking about before in the very beginning, see, it did totally connect to this conversation. Mozart and those that were on their own, because they never shared their creations until later it was discovered, right? So let's bring these out now where we can share now and bring more joy and hope to those in our circles that they may see it and go, oh, they've been through a tough time and they got out of it. And maybe they'll come around and ask us, how did you get out of it? What did you do? So we want to bring that. We want to bring the inspiration and bring the joy and bring like, hey, our country's going through something. I'm going through something. This, circle of my friends are going through something. How can we all work together as a whole? And
it's driving me crazy.
Better?
It's driving a lot of people crazy, man.
It's a lot. So we have to, I think, be gentle on everyone.
Yeah.
And like I said, I do give people a lot of grace, and I know, hey, it's not easy out there. Definitely not easy. So yeah. And I've seen my friends are watching, guys, if you've been through things, I get it. I've been there too. So we have to keep strong for each other and go through that. Okay, let's go into some more music. Which one shall we go into? Because I know
let's play Triple Piragua, the animated video with the
okay.
The cartoon.
So let's play this one first, and then we'll go into the animated one.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about it after.
Okay.
Bring this up here. Okay. Let me, minimize this so I can go back here. Okay. This time we're going to play it first and then we'll discuss it after, because I think it looks like a fun one. Okay. All right.
That's it.
This is it.
Mike Mountain, da su afro-caribeño, un otro gran éxito.
A toda mi gente de Piragua, tengo los sabores de Piragua, de todos los colores de Piragua. Tú sabes cuando traigo el flow es Piragua.
Tenemos sabores, es Triple Piragua, muchos colores, como las flores, fresca y variedad en montones, got ice and I flown it, with so many flavors that be on it, passion fruit, mango cherry, you know that you want it, and so many colors, from red to blue to green to yellow, mi favorito, helado, es piña, mixed like con el hielo, it's so refreshing, thirst quenching, and so cold, on hot summer days, we straight chillin', that's how we go.
A toda mi gente de Piragua, tengo los sabores de Piragua, de todos los colores de Piragua. Sabe cuando traigo el flow es Piragua. A toda mi gente de Piragua, si traigo los colores de Piragua, de los sabores de Piragua. Si tú sabes cuando traigo el flow Piragua.
Dime qué quiere, tenemos todo lo que necesite. This for the calle, or when you lounging on them beaches. El piragüero, he comes around in this season. Cualquier razones, you can have this cheap for any reason. Mix the coco with the mantecado, el respaldo granizado, como sea que lo diga el aro. And if you rum, you get some rum, so grab another bottle. That's the motto where we from, cause you might not see tomorrow.
A toda mi gente de Piragua, tengo los sabores de Piragua, de todos los colores de Piragua. Sabe cuando traigo el flow es Piragua. A toda mi gente
Esta vaina está manifestando perfectamente. ¡Qué fresca!
Nice.
¡Qué fresca!
Okay. I like the animation. That's actually pretty cool.
Thank you. I did that myself.
Did you really?
Yeah, I went to school for I got a bachelor's degree in visual communications with a concentration in digital design.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I do a little bit of everything.
Oh, look at you. Thomas is nice. He's
Thomas
like
is that's my dude. Thomas and Karev. That's Karev Yah and Thomas Nichols. Yeah, those my guys.
Nice.
Always support me. They always
See?
support me.
Right? That's what you want. We want the supporters up in here. Up in
Yeah.
here.
They resonate. Resonates.
So when did you do your video? How long did it take you to do? Because now you've got experience in the field.
It takes me about a month, honestly. It like 15 days to a month, depending on how many drawings I gotta do.
Yeah, the graphics.
Yeah, and if I have to draw by hand or if I trace it off a picture, a lot of those images were traced off of images that are the actual photos, and I would just trace them with the mouse, like redraw them.
Yeah.
It's easy for me to do that with the hands, but if I gotta draw it with the hand and then scan it in, with the pen and pencil and then scan it in and then draw it over with the mouse, it takes a little bit more time.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah, because I was going to say now they have, not now, they've had it out for quite a few years where they do have like the notebooks and then you can draw over top of the graphic and then like the sketching, right? And then bring it in. So.
Well, yeah, they got these drawing pads, but I really need to find me a pad that I feel comfortable with the pen and I feel comfortable with how it presses down on the screen, because I need something that feels as close to paper as possible.
Right.
And something that's sturdy, that doesn't break, and something that I can take with me all the time. You know what I mean?
Wouldn't you find it though more accurate to do with a pencil instead of a mouse over top of it? I would think. And Thomas is asking if those photos are from the video shoot.
No, those photos weren't from the video shoot. Those photos were just from photos that I found on the internet, searching up piraguas and different pictures, and I found on the internet, or shots from different actual other videos or other commercials.
Okay.
Where people were trying piraguas and stuff like that. Where you saw the girls trying the piraguas at the at Loquillo Beach. A lot of the photos that I used were from Loquillo Beach, because I wanted to be at a beach that I actually went to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In Carolina, Puerto Rico. So I wanted to make it look like that. So yeah, a lot of those photos are actually from screenshots from different videos or different but they're actually live real video.
Photos. Yeah.
And some photos are from Google, image searches and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks Thomas.
Right. Okay, and then he mentioned Cameron Hilton.
Yeah, she did look like that. Yeah, she did look like one of those TV Hollywood actors.
Like maybe he's thinking Paris Hilton.
Paris Hilton. Cameron the Cuban girl. Yeah, Cameron Diaz and Paris Hilton. Yeah, he was thinking that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's doing last names. Gotcha. I was like, who's Cameron?
Yeah. Something
he
about
just did
Mary.
2 in 1. Got you, Thomas. I'm right. I'm there. He's a producer. Okay, who's? Yes, we know he's a producer.
Okay.
Oh, Cameron
Hilton. Okay, so he's just putting us on to something. I don't know about him. I'm gonna look him up though, definitely.
Cameron Hilton. He's a producer?
I guess so. Either he's a film producer or a music producer.
Okay, let's check it out. We got a little bit of time here. Because I'm one of them. I legit on my laptop have a sticker that says, I don't know, Google it.
Google has all the answers. Google and ChatGPT.
One time.
Then you got Gemini now.
Cameron Hilton, ESPN, LinkedIn, I don't know.
I don't know what that is. Did you look up Cameron Hilton producer?
Oh, I didn't do that. Okay. Oh, there's a Cameron Hilton producer, Calgary.
Is that in Canada?
That's where I'm from.
Oh, okay. Thomas,
James
you got us
Cameron.
lost, bro. Thomas, you got us lost, man.
He's taking me down a rabbit hole. One of my guys from Australia. Oh, okay. Oh, there was a
that's
guy
what he
from
said?
Australia. Where was he? Oh, hang on. I think I saw it. Where did I see it? It was in a search. There's London, England. Anyway, okay. He's gonna Australian beef producer. Is that him? Music. Well, we're getting there, Thomas. Anyway, I'm sure.
Yeah. You have to shoot me a link later, bro.
He's in the group. I invited you. You invited me? Or you invited?
No, I invited. Oh, he's in the group. It's one of his friends.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
That means I'm not involved. Thanks a lot, Thomas. You can't put inside jokes on here and then I don't know what you guys are talking about. That's not fair.
Nah, he ain't mean it like that.
No, I know. I'm just messing with him. Sometimes we just gotta mess with people. It's all good. Okay, well, he can go into there and have a peeky see. We'll do that, right? Okay.
Yeah.
We got time to share one more, and then any other last words that you want to say, or forever hold your peace. Okay, let's play one more. Or if you're good with that, then we can stick with that.
Yeah, we can just stick with that. It's like 55 minutes, so I don't want to go over that too much.
Okay, let's wrap it up. He says, sorry about the confusion. Yeah, man.
It's all good, man.
You just wasted 5 minutes.
It's all good, Primo. It's all good, Primo.
It's okay. It's all good. We're just having some fun. Now I want to know so you can share with me later.
You got to hit him up now. Like, remember that guy you were talking about, Cameron?
I mean, if he's worth being on the show, then, we'll connect. That's always a good thing. So, Thank you, Thomas, for that. Who's Thomas?
Thomas, no, he's in California. He's one of my good friends. He's a musician and he's a music lover. He loves music.
Loves music.
All types of music.
You're so in love with music, you're gonna marry it?
He's already married to music.
Is he?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, he'll have to share some different time zones.
So death do his part. That's how he's with it with music.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I think I am too. Definitely. I love music so much. It's such a part of my life, in my work, it's everywhere. So, I mean, seriously. Now, which part of California are you from? I hope you didn't have to go through all those fires down in LA because that was just nasty. So
he's in California. I'm not.
No, him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I said hopefully he's been all right. So yeah. Thank you, Thomas, for sharing all that. So he's like, no, keep going. Thomas is now he just made his own interview right there.
It's his debut.
Right, exactly. Okay, so yes, we'll wrap up now. Any final thoughts you would like to say before? Oh, hold on, one more. Tom's got one more thing here. He is from LA, but at the moment he's in Alameda. That's Northern Cal. So I didn't have to go through far. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I've been to California a few times, like 8 times. So I'm kind of familiar with the area. So yeah, amazing. I'm glad he's good.
I got cousins in California. They said that they're safe.
Yeah. Yeah, we had
they're a little far into the they're a little more inland, so
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty scary. And that's a good reminder of how life is so short. Anything can happen. So we gotta share the love when we can, right? So yeah, absolutely. And Thomas is deciding to give you your flowers as well right now. So
thanks, bro. You too, man. Stay shining, bro.
Right. Okay.
Stay shining, bro.
Please let us know, other than YouTube, where we can find you so that everyone can like and follow and share your stuff.
Okay, well, I must say that I do not perform. I got a metal rod in my back, so I do not perform. But you can catch me on one of my videos, or you can catch my music anytime. Just look up MIC Mountain. Okay. You can Google it. You can find it on all digital platforms, or you can go to mikemountain.com. That's micmountain.com. You can check out my Triple Piragua merchandise and buy the Triple Piragua albums, physical copies at triplepiragua.com. The Real Mike Mountain at Instagram. The Real Mike Mountain on TikTok. Actually, I uninstalled that app right now, and I can't get it back because Apple Store won't add it back, and so my iPhone is stuck without it.
Hold on, though. Do you have it on your iPad?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I hardly use my iPad. I just use it for interviews.
Because I could say, because it would be on the cloud, you should be able to download it off the cloud.
Yeah, I wish I could, man. I don't know. I gotta see. But okay. Yeah, I'm Real Mike Mountain at Instagram, Real Mike Mountain at TikTok, Mike Mountain at Twitter. That's about it.
Awesome.
MIC Mountain, guys.
Yeah. And if you saw my posts that were posted up on Instagram, I tagged you there as well. So if you are not sure where to find them, you can go back there and you can just tap on the tagged post on my Instagram and you'll find them right there. So give them some love. Thank you for coming on this evening and sharing your thoughts and sharing some stuff you're going through. That's, it's good to hear. Good to bring it up. Good to share. Good to know that, no one in this world is perfect and we don't need nose jobs. We're good.
We're perfectly imperfect.
Exactly. Just like music, keep creating and keep shining and share it to the world. That's what you're here for. So thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate your time. Thank you, Thomas, for giving us some conversation. Let's throw that out there too. So hope you guys all have a good evening. Thank you again, Mike, for coming on. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Yeah. Have a great evening, everyone.
All right, goodbye. Good night.
Good night. All right, there we go. Mike Mountain here on Connected with Cari here on, yes, it's a Monday. Can you believe a show on Monday? That's all good. And then join us here on Wednesday, 5th, for the Shift Happens show. We'll have special guest John Barron's on. I had him on here on Underground Radio a few months back. I also had him on Connected with Cari as well. I think it was about a month ago. And then he's back to talk with us on the Shift Happens about teenagers shifting and all that fun stuff. It'll be awesome. Now, if you want to go back, you didn't watch all of this show, go back over to Underground Radio so you can watch it from the very beginning over there. I will post up a reel sometime soon and give you a little condensed version of this, if you will. So make sure you guys stick around and make sure you guys stay connected. Good night.